Is this too edgy or too sassy? Is she too sassy? Oh my God, she feels so good. Look at her. She just feels so good.
If you want to see how I did this, hang out with me for a while. Always test your tools in an inconspicuous place underneath or an old wig.
This is Belle Tress Dalgona that we've been working on. Okay, we're going to use the lunge. I'm going to do like I did before. I'm going to try not to talk so much because I have several videos up here doing the same thing. So I'm going to try not to talk so much, and then you can just, or I will just fast forward. Go in where my fingers are and then go up. Turn it, put my finger there to hold that tail in. I like to take thinner sections rather than thicker sections. Just kind of seems to work for me. That's why you sometimes don't see me turn on the camera until I'm a row or two up, because it takes me a row or two to get my rhythm. And if I miss part of that tail, well, I just do. That's what's nice to have this, a tail comb like that, so you can pull out those sections where you want it. Sometimes on the styles, I want the hair to all clump together going the same way, and sometimes I alternate going forward, backwards, because I don't want them to all clump together. And I never know quite what I'm doing until I do it. Now, I don't like the whole side to all go together like that. So we're going to just pick one and go the other way. That would be this way. And let's do the same thing here. Let's just pick a piece. I think that was going back, so let's try to go forward. See, that's where I get into the trouble, not remembering who's on left, who's on first, which way's back, which way's forward. See, I like the way that looks better, alternated. There we go. This hair is so silky, healthy, smooth. It almost didn't want to clip up. She wants to keep falling out of the clips because she is just gorgeous. So let's go back. I forgot to hold the ends, but hey, that turned out okay. We're going to leave it. I need to get some sort of little device here that tells me back, forward, you know. See, I try to pull this down. You know, and it's okay when you redo your girls, it's okay if they don't look like they did original. Give them some new sass. That's the fun part. Let's go this way. Okay, I just let down another layer. I did not even comb it out because it's just gorgeous. And I think I went forward below there, so we'll go back on this one. I'm going to start a little higher up because that's right at the face. That's why some people like to do their wigs while they are wearing them, so they know where to put the curls around their face. I can't do mine on my head anyway. So I don't think I've ever even touched up one around my face. So we would do back forward, so we're just gonna go back in here. Today's Sunday, I didn't want to bother her on Sunday. Okay, I didn't go too high when I preheated because I don't want to get up there in those little short hairs. Always wash your hands and work on your wigs. Make sure you're having your wigs are clean, your tools are clean, your hands are clean. See how there's just lots of different links in there? That's the way wigs are. Now, if you have those short support hairs and you get too high, you'll have a funny bend that they'll poke out when you're trying to curl them. I don't know which way we're going. Let's go this way. We went that way, so it's going to go back. It's a tiny little piece. Let's go back with it. And let's try to make it a little curlier because it's right there in front. Oh, isn't that cute? See, she's cute. And of course, I'm more meticulous at those around the front because, of course, they're going to show in pictures. They're going to show when you talk to somebody. There was a short piece in there. Let's see where it was. I thought I saw a shorter piece. All right, we'll leave it. I was going to say that short piece may poke out funny, but we'll see. Let's try to go curlier. Okay, I like the way that, I like those. See, I don't like that way that's right there. And sometimes that's because, see, there's these little hairs up in here that they want to do their own thing. Let's see what we can do. Smooth it all down again. We're going back, but I think I'm going to go ahead and start farther down. Yeah, see, that's a little bit more softer on the face, and it's not curling into the jaw. Careful taking those out so you don't cause a crinkle.
Just an example.
That's what I mean by you don't want a curling iron or anything that you're using to snag. Even sometimes if you get a comb, I've even ordered these tail combs from Amazon, and sometimes they come with, they have a piece of plastic that snags. Throw it away. You cannot have something snagging on your wigs. Okay, so I've never worn this color before, but it's looking pretty. I like thin sections so that the heat hits all of the plate. Sometimes when I was trying to do thicker sections, I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working, and it was just because I was trying too thick of a section. Because I've had pieces I thought, well, let's just go and put some really quick, big curls in, and that did not work out for me. All right, I need to try to keep my arm down. We're going back. And see how that tail fell out, but it did okay. See how that one's a little curlier than the one before it, so that's okay. This way. And see how I kind of take my finger and give her a little twist in the way you want her to cool. Because if she drops fine, just leave her. But if she doesn't drop fine, encourage her the way you want her to stay. I'll see if I can remember to show you. She dropped fine. She's okay. See, I can tell you, you could take a whole lot less time than I do if you don't overthink it as much as I do. You could do that. You could watch a Sunday movie and do this while you're watching TV or ball games. I like peace and quiet. I didn't think I would ever like heat-friendly wigs because
Sissy and Natalie told me I would love it, and now I do.
I like just the peace and quiet. It's Sunday, so the dogs aren't barking at the mail person. And one reason I'm also starting about halfway down-ish is because my friend doesn't wear her hair all big. So I'm giving her more of a dropped curl. So we're going to go back, forward, back. Did my curling iron turn off? Sure did. What were we? We were at 300, weren't we? Yeah, keep an eye on your tools. Sometimes they... So which way did we go here? We went back. Let's do that one again. You got to keep an eye on them. Some tools have the on-off gears are right where your fingers hit them. So make sure you're not hitting it and going higher in temperature. So we're going to go forward with this one and back with the next one. Most tools are getting better at that, at putting the tools where sometimes, where are we going forward? Where sometimes I can't even remember, I can't even reach in to turn them on. Okay, wait. I've said it before, I prefer to use styrofoam just because they're lighter weight and easier for me to move around. Okay, did that one? Yeah, that one looks okay. Okay, I moved her down a little bit, again, because it's less reaching for my shoulders, so I moved you down also. That's why I like the tripods instead of the clamps, because I've got more, that one went in there funny. See, that's what I mean about sometimes short hairs will just do that. They just come out funny. If you have something that's ergonomically correct, boy, I can't say that word, can I? Ergonom. If you have something that's posture correct, it's easier on your posture. Isn't that the whole... Oh, that didn't work out. See, I can't talk and think at the same time. Come back down here again, get that one again. Let's see if we can go forward with this. Because of those funny little short pieces, they're not sure what they're wanting to do. I don't want it to curl into the face like that. Nope. See those short pieces? They just want to poke out. And it's not bangs. We're going to straighten past those short pieces. Okay, they start about there where my thumb is, so we're only going to do below them. This is the last layer that we're going to do before we start working on the top. In case you're bored to pieces and you want to fast forward and just see what I do with the top. This is a pretty color. So see how you can see the difference between the straight pieces and the curly pieces? To come back in and do that. All right, that's a little thicker than I would normally go, but let's see if it works. Here we go. Let's go forward. Yeah. I don't know. Since the one right underneath it's going left, let's go right with this one. It's really showing off those colors pretty. See, by alternating it like that, see how it's really showing off the dimension below it? Oh, pretty. All right, going left. That. Starting to get those a little too curly. See, are they too curly? They might be too curly for her. Let's go in here and see if we can at least zip down a couple of them. Okay, like that one might be too curly. Let's just do a really quick zip. See? Let's do that with a couple of these. I'm getting a little over curly here. So like for instance, if you bought, what did I buy just recently? Showgirl. If you had Showgirl and she felt just a little too curly for you, I love her curls, but if they were too curly for you, and she's a regular synthetic, you can just And I have those both going different ways. I can still zip down. So you just make it real quick. Zip down, move it with your hands. Still a little curly on the bottom. So I'm only gonna zip from there down. Yes. Okay, see how that's, does it look less curly to you? It does to me. We're getting cloudy here. So pull it down and go faster. I'm gonna go forward and then back with this one, I think. Rain? We're getting rain.
Had to stop and pack all the girls away for tornado shelter.
I guess I should ask before I get too far, is this too edgy or too sassy? Is she too sassy? Oh my God, she feels so good. Look at her, she just feels so good. Just a girl playing with wigs here.
My little creative content corner.
I'll remind you, wash your hands. Make sure your hands are always clean, working on your wigs. When I am doing the top section, this is where the left lace part starts. And this is where the wefting starts going that way. I like to tilt her on my mannequin stand so that everything is coming to the back. I need to try to probably just do a drop curl, just kind of curl from there down to let it drop and blend. A friend just bought one that we think is close in, we think it has similar qualities. So she's going to let me know how that goes. So we're gonna go smooth those out that are popping out. So sometimes, see, that's what you're dealing with. When you have a wig that has all those little short hairs up in there, you got to be careful which way you're turning and manipulating them. I'm just going to try to put a bend on the bottom is what I'm doing, so we don't have those short hairs poking out. I'm too particular. I don't want that bend to be right where someone's going to see it when they're standing behind you at Walmart. And yes, the same as the other one. Oh my God, remember, I sometimes have to get my rhythm, and since we're just starting today, I don't have the rhythm yet. I think those are going to mix in fine. I don't know, some of them bother me. Yeah, no, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Okay. Look at that. That's just, she is just perfectly gorgeous. Perfectly gorgeous. Yep, I had 4 sirens going off, and what am I doing? I'm running around to 4 different rooms of the house trying to gather up all the ladies. So the timer goes off and the camera shuts off. I need to remember to always check that. March 25th and it's snowing. Maybe that's why I'm quiet. You know, sometimes it just seems quiet when it's snowing. There we go, better. I need to let this down. My friend likes to definitely wear a part in her hair, so I am not going to go up there and try to alter any of that. Which has been my am I getting those too curly? I'm wondering. We can always come back and smooth them out if the next row makes it look too curly. Now I lost my T-pin. Remember, I put a T-pin up here to help hold that clip. And yes, she's got static in her because when you go and refurbish a wig, yes, you're going to get back to that like new static. So you will have to get in there and spray her with water, or I've been using aloe vera gel lightly. You can even mix it in water bottle if you want to. I'm not liking those little hairs popping out. Let's see if we can go forward on this one. Yeah, maybe that's what this one wants too. See how those little hairs pop out? I don't like that. Somebody might misinterpret them as fuzzies. We don't want that. So I took her the opposite direction, and she seems to want to tuck in better. When I get done with the finished product, if I still see that, you know, because these are coming down over it, if I still see that, I'll go in and touch it up. Okay, so this is coming from the top and will most likely fall that way. But I still bring it back like this, just so sometimes you don't have such a flat top. So this is the side that's going to be a little heavier. See, these are short hairs that are built into the wig to give it fullness and volume. And see all those little ones popping up there? So I'm not doing anything with those. If you had to, you could come in there with the back of that hot comb that is all poofy on the top. I need to come in there with my hot comb on her. Okay, I dropped her lower again so that I can reach this and bring this all to the back. I do that so that's, I hope, a little less face flopping. Don't hesitate to clip pieces out of your way. Just don't clip on a hot piece. If you clip on a hot piece, it will leave a clip mark. All right, let's try it again. I'm going back away from the face, but I have a hard angle here. I personally think these are easier for me to do when I'm coming down from the top. If you're trying to do this at home, she will probably, I don't know, maybe she has to change her part. But I'm trying to stay out of the way of the camera. This top layer, all this short hair, we just want it to blend because she doesn't want a whole lot of fullness. And I'm pulling it down. And then you can even pull it down also when it's cooling. Like I say, we might have to take a look at that again when she sets up, and I may have to redo them. You know, I meant to look up pictures and see what she even looks like. I'm not even sure what Dalgona looks like. And I'm combing these away from the face to my left. I'm just coming down there to preheat it. Remember, we took this down, I think, 280, did I? Yeah, I've got this at 280 today. Just don't like this piece, so let's do that piece again. So you didn't miss much. No, I don't like when she's doing it. And sometimes you have to hang her back up and come back on a different day. And then we have all these little tiny support hairs that come with the wig. This girl might end up in one of my bang videos. I'm going to go forward with this little one. Okay, I like that. Now let's see if we can take this one back. And maybe I will just go higher up and curlier and then pull it down. All right, maybe I just need to walk away and look at it. Let's see what we got here. Now see, when I first get a wig, I kind of always come in and straighten the bottoms because I don't like them too curly. But that's why I tell people, if you're going to use product on your own bio hair or your wigs, put it on your fingers and let it dry. If it dries and it feels clean, I would use that on your wigs. If you use a different product and you sit there and you let your hand dry and you let it dry and you let it dry and it still feels sticky, I would never use that on a wig, because then it's going to absorb dirt and pollution from the environment, and it's going to stick all the hair together and clump and just be yucky. So I don't like that. Well, maybe I don't like that piece. I don't like that piece. Let's see. And see, I just put product on there and it's got a little bit of water on there. Let's see what it does. We're going to see if we can go back with it. Oh! Don't like that piece, but that one fell okay. Sometimes I just have to quit talking long enough to do it. So do we like all these okay? I do. Stop. Love you.